risen from the ashes to school the masses. Hello everyone, welcome to another edition of the Scholars of Wrestling show. I'm Jeff, alongside with me is Ryan.
Hola!
And Tarek.
This is the kind of week that clear liquid is just not enough, so I have to pull out the Coke. Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola.
Not the stuff we find on the movie theater entranceway.
Oh no, definitely not.
Road.
We here at the Scholars of Wrestling show do not condone illegal drug use.
It's true.
Nor do we condone poor wrestling programming, which it seems like we've been getting a lot of recently.
Man, this is...
Does it feel like WrestleMania season?
This road to WrestleMania has to be the most rough-edged road that has been presented to us in a very long time. Just like, after Fastlane, alright, let's go down to WrestleMania!
Only one match has had like a build that is like, this is WrestleMania worthy.
Yes.
And of course, it's the Undertaker match.
Of course.
It's the Undertaker Bray Wyatt. Yeah, that's
we're gonna be getting to all that
we'll
stuff.
get to that, but
it's
awesomeness,
so much.
Pure awesomeness.
It was so awesome. It just drew Brian's brain to a complete halt of how awesome it
I'm
was.
speechless, and I'm never speechless. As these two, never.
True facts. Alright, so let's get on with the show proper. Going on with the way we always open these things, with a tiny bit of backstage news. Take it away.
Backstage news.
Let us peek behind the curtain and check in on a little backstage news.
News.
Okay.
News.
Yes. Item number 1, Kevin Dunn is still rich.
Okay.
All right.
His contract and a couple other people, Michelle Whitten and George Barrios, just got re-signed to another 3-year deal. So that means we get 3 more years of Kevin Dunn.
Yay!
That actually wasn't planned. It actually came out like that.
Yeah.
Mission accomplished. I guess Kevin Dunn can
3
do
years
something
of this dude.
That's what we need. Just more doneness.
More Steve Austin and Triple H telling him to screw off in their podcast.
Hey, there's one good thing anyway. Moving on.
From a lot of good stuff from Austin's podcast. Okay, go on.
In non-WWE related news, of course we've been hearing a lot of things about Global Force Wrestling recently. They are planning some shows in Las Vegas, but apparently they still cannot get a TV deal for Global Force.
Sorry?
Sorry, not sorry?
I don't know.
And even if you did get a TV deal, it's like it's got to be on some crappy TV station that no one knows and no one has.
Yeah,
so
like
it's
Destination America.
It's going to be on like...
That's not true, because I have it. And I watched TNA last night because I'm a glutton for punishment.
It's like
How was it?
TNA is at the level now where I don't hate myself for watching it.
Wow, so they're getting better then.
I think the only TV that Global Force is going to be on is public access.
I'm watching it for the awesomeness of Drew Galloway.
I would love that if Global Force actually gets like this big, amazing deal at a place in Las Vegas. They get like Mandalay Bay. That's their opening show, and it's just on Las Vegas public access.
You can't watch it unless you're in Vegas.
Sorry.
All right.
So wait, when do they schedule it to go on? Right after Plant World?
We were able to talk Plant World into changing with Cooking World. Although they didn't want to change at first. Wow, that is nostalgic.
Oh, I remember the days.
I remember when we recorded the episode.
But then White Supremacy World got canceled, and then everything worked out.
Oh, I got a high five Brian on that one. Just because
high fives all around.
All around.
All right.
And that was actually an opening for one of our first episodes at Good Times.
It was. Wow. And this is how everything comes full circle.
Granted, it took how many years for it to come full circle? Maybe.
We're actually going on 2 years in July.
Wow. That's crazy.
Perhaps we will need to do some sort of anniversary show.
Yes, maybe we should bring back a certain segment for that.
Maybe. But we'll get to that bridge when we come to it.
Yes.
Instead, let's talk about shitty Global Force. That's it.
Actually, that's all I've got to say about
So, do we need anything else to say about Global Force?
No.
Apparently not.
But, how about we talk about something awesome for a change?
Are you talking about New Japan?
No!
Yes.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yes.
When he says something awesome, it's one of two things. And that's it.
What's the second thing?
NXT, come on.
This is actually true.
Because it's Jeff, I probably would have said Daniel Bryan, but okay.
Okay,
one of three things.
There you go.
That's it.
one of these three things has already broken my heart. We're past that.
Yes.
Who broke your heart?
Are you stupid?
It's like...
D-Bry has
like-
let me down.
No,
he didn't.
no. Let's get it right. WWE has let Daniel Bryan down, which in turn let you down.
Specific.
But then again, I could do with a couple months of D-Bry out of the picture, so we can...
Variety,
You know what?
yeah.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that later in the show.
Yeah.
Yes, we will. In the meantime, we just had the second day of the New Japan Cup.
Round cut. Whoa!
Right.
Always a happy day.
Yes, indeed, especially when I get woken up from a stupor and I can't sleep again.
Really? A second time?
Actually, no, it didn't.
You planned this one out, didn't you?
Actually,
you
no,
did.
I didn't. This one I actually did catch after the fact on like Daily Motion or something. Anyway, the next match is went as follows. We had Hiroki Goto going over Shibata. This one was pretty decent. It's pretty much what you expect out of both these guys.
Mm-hmm.
It was good. I did not expect Goto to win. Whatever. I still don't know both these guys yet, at least as well as I should.
Yeah.
So it's okay. Let's see some more stuff and see what happens. Hey, next match we had Togi Makabe going over Yujiro Takahashi, aka Mr. All Night Long.
AKA Japanese Val Venus.
Apparently not.
Japanese, mixture between Japanese Val Venus and Japanese Jeff Jarrett.
Mr. All Night Long went limp early.
All night long.
Yes, but you know, but Mao was back. Mao was back, and she was wearing a black catsuit.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
No, it wasn't.
Meow.
Oh yes.
Early morning jollies. Good.
Hey, I did not say that. Don't
You
look
are
at me. That
insinuating.
But you implied it. That's it.
Implications are not the same as declarations.
Stop trying to cover yourself there, fool.
I am covering myself. Anyway, after the match, I was sad because no more Mao for me.
Oh.
Boo.
At
That's a
least
bad
in
news.
this tournament.
Yeah, but the good news is Togi Makabe is advancing, and he's a badass, and he's basically like Sabu meets Taz, and he's a cool guy.
And that's always a good thing.
Oh yes, I like his matches. Anyway, moving on, we have Tetsuya Naito going over Bad Luck Fale of the Bullet Club.
Bullet Club doesn't win everything.
Yes. And it's around this time when I realized something. Tetsuya Naito has a really weird face.
Oh, okay.
You have a weird face, man. Your face
I'm sure you can still
confuses
kick
me.
my
Explain.
ass. He looks like an Asian Kevin Dunn with cool hair.
Wow.
Wow, that just brought me down.
And that's about a lot, but he can wrestle, and he could still probably kick my ass 3 different ways from Sunday, so...
Because you'd be laughing too hard at his face.
Oh no. I already had that in this next match.
Oh, good.
Kota Ibushi going over Toru Yano, a.k.a. the DVD shill guy, a.k.a. the guy who looks like me during my last visit to a Sizzler, a.k.a. the guy who beat...
Asian John Cena last time.
the guy who beat Asian John Cena in 2 minutes with a roll-up.
Asian John Cena getting squashed makes me happy.
By a pasty, chubby DVD shill.
Makes me
Phil.
ecstatic.
Yes, DVD Phil.
DVD Phil.
DVD... That's, you know what? That's Toru Yano's new name for this show.
DVD Phil. You know what? I'll go with that.
Yeah, so Kota Ibushi beat DVD Phil.
It sucks because now it's like he's out of the tournament. We'll just wait till he shows up in other matches.
Well, you know what?
But he's now named
DVD.
Phil.
You know, if there is a good thing to all of this, is that the third and final night of this whole big New Japan Cup is actually, at the time of this recording, tomorrow, Sunday, March 15th. Where they're going to have these next two matches, Kota Ibushi going against Tetsuya Naito, and Togi Makabe going against Hiroki Goto. Where they're basically it's going to be like the end of the King of the Ring, where they're just going to let the rest of the tournament ride out, and then whoever wins is just going to be, all sunshine and butterflies. So, yay.
Now, do they get like a title shot
Oh, yes.
for winning this?
The winner gets not only a trophy, but they also get a shot at whatever title they want in New Japan, which is why AJ Styles and my boy Nakamura are not in this tournament.
Okay, that makes sense.
It just like, I think I mentioned this last week. I'm not 100% sure, but when you first told me the rules at that, like, I would have loved if they did something like that to the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Not the fact that they can go for any title they want. Just
make it mean something.
Just make it mean something more than getting a trophy. This will get the guy going. I'm just going to say the Intercontinental Championship. I've said it before. I'll say it again. It's a good match to start bringing in new blood to go for the IC title.
I would normally say the United States Championship, but now that that's going to Cena.
It's a future idea.
He's like, you would say the United States title, but not just the fact that it's going to Cena. It's just because I feel the United States Championship would not mean as much.
Yeah,
at least
true.
Like with this one, you go to the Intercontinental Champion, which is the stepping stone to become the future main eventer /
Well, I mean, it's also with the United States title. It's like you could have gone up against Rusev and you could have been the guy, but then you got John Cena, and yeah.
We already know where that's going, so it goes without saying.
Yes.
In the meantime, I'm not sure if you guys care to put any predictions in. I just brought up on the screen for these guys the tentative brackets. And who?
Well, from listening to what you just said, okay, I like this Togi Makabe because from what you've said, okay, badass, and I want badasses to win. So there you go, Togi Makabe.
I'm going to go with Togi Makabe too, but just because I want him to beat the guy who beat DVD Phil.
Yeah, dude, come on. DVD Phil, you're our dude, man.
Plus he's a badass. There you go.
Actually,
you need to beat the dude who beat DVD Phil.
Well, you know what? Normally I would be all for that, and he actually is a favorite to win, Togi Makabe. But if the guy who beat DVD Phil just so happens to be the guy who put on a 5-star match with Nakamura at Wrestle Kingdom 9. That it's the same guy, Kota Ibushi.
Well, it's going to be a great match between these two.
Yeah. So
it'll probably be another 5-star match.
So in other words, we're pretty much agreed that it's going to be...
We're agreed that it's on the right side of the bracket.
Kota Ibushi versus Togi Makabe, and then...
Whoever wins that match is going to win the tournament. Book it.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to be the finals. Makabe versus Ibushi.
Wait, what? Wait, say that again?
We're both predicting that Togi Makabe is going to go to the finals.
Yes.
We're both thinking that Kota Ibushi is going to go to the finals. The only place where our opinions differ is who's actually going to win the entire thing.
Makabe.
Kota Ibushi.
All right.
Oh, it's on now.
It's on.
So that's it. We're all gonna have to wake up at 5 a.m. to see who's actually.
Or we could watch it on Daily Motion later.
I'll probably end up looking for the link later. Who am I kidding?
Granted, it probably could happen with me because Elizabeth keeps waking me up at night, so you never know.
You've got an organic
and I'm
alarm
usually
clock.
still awake. So, hey, could happen.
You never know. It's like the New York Lotto.
Hey, if I'm awake, I'll probably just end up texting you guys or something. Anyway, so that's the New Japan Cup in all its wonderful glory. And we made a new friend today. We made a friend in DVD Phil.
Yes.
DVD Phil.
DVD Phil.
Good times, good times.
Goodbye, El Dandy. Hello, DVD Phil.
Wow, we have a successor in the midst.
Well, you haven't brought him up in so long that it's kind of gotten out of the...
We have a new friend. His name is DVD Phil.
DVD Phil, the new El Dandy.
Who are you to doubt DVD Phil?
Yes.
Put on a t-shirt.
DVD Phil for the win.
What does it say about the state of Monday Night Raw, or us making a joke out of Toru Yano ends up being way more entertaining than the actual show itself?
Well, I have a...
It's true!
It really is true. Yeah.
Oh,
Monday Night Raw. Or as I like to call it, well, at least with this week, Monday Night Raw, a.k.a. let's make the heels look like complete and utter douchebag morons.
yeah.
Except for two.
Except for two.
Yeah, for the most part, I gotta confess, I really didn't watch all of this Raw. I just sort of blinked myself in and out of existence and consciousness. And
It's
then-
like it's going back to 2002, 2003, where Raw didn't matter and SmackDown was the good wrestling show. Because at least SmackDown, you have good wrestling. Okay.
That was the whole purpose of SmackDown in the first place.
Well, guess what? It's coming
working.
back.
It's really
It's
working.
coming back. That's it.
Alright, so we open up with Raw with a Randy Orton segment, where Randy Orton is apparently rejoining the Authority.
For the third time in 3 weeks.
Again, to leading to what's going to happen at the end of the night when they have...
And it's like you could tell throughout the show where they're sending Big Show and Kane home, where they're like, you know that tonight's the night where shit goes down.
And,
That's it.
and you just have to ask yourself, why did it take so long for that shit to come down?
Because
Seriously.
the WWE is dumb.
This,
Oh, so dumb.
this, like I said, this makes Seth Rollins look like a completely gullible moron.
If they weren't gonna do it at Fastlane when he came back, okay, then they should have had him do it the Raw afterwards. Okay, it shouldn't have been this. Is he gonna stay with the Authority? He's Randy Orton. Of course he's not.
See, like, remember how I booked the ending to Fastlane with Randy Orton just showing up, RKOing Seth Rollins, and then costing him the match with Dolph Ziggler and
Yeah.
Ryback and Rowan? It should have continued on like that, with Seth Rollins going to Triple H and Stephanie saying, "Why Randy Orton showed up? What's going on here? Do I have something to worry about with Randy Orton?" Triple H and Stephanie will just be like, "No, we took care of it. Randy Orton's barred from the arena. He's not coming in." But of course, later in the night, he continues to show up out of nowhere, going with the RKO out of nowhere gimmick, continuing to basically prey on Seth Rollins.
Maybe not on Seth Rollins himself. Just like come out and randomly RKO the people who are outside of the ring with him, and then just smirk at Seth Rollins and go to the back. Mind games. This is.
But yeah, you didn't let me finish. Like, instead of really RKOing Seth Rollins to continue on with that, we have Randy Orton. This time the music does play. He's waiting for him to come out. The Noble and Mercury come in to back him up. Then Orton comes out of nowhere, takes out Noble and Mercury. Seth Rollins leaves, starts trash talking him, and continue building up, making both of them look strong, not like idiots. And to have it where Seth Rollins comes out and challenges Randy Orton to a match. No possible joining the Authority bullshit, because we all know what's going to happen. Build the both guys right by having them want, at first, like, doing the cowardly heel thing, which could make it work. This one, it would work. And this time, it's like, okay, I've had it. No more trying to keep no more Triple H and Stephanie keeping Randy Orton out. I want Randy Orton at WrestleMania. Orton, come out here and accept my match. You got it. And then build on from there.
Because here's the problem with this storyline, okay? Even the most casual of casual fans are calling bullshit that Randy Orton would rejoin the Authority.
Unless you're a kid. Unless you're a kid.
No!
That's just... No. That's duty.
Yes, that's
poopy.
Us hardcore fans
Seth
call
Rollins
bullshit.
is pooping.
The kids of WWE fans like, he's just pooping with him.
Yeah, it's like, come on, dude.
Even when
Anyone could have told you that this particular way of doing this storyline is not gonna work.
Yeah, I didn't really pay too much attention. So I was like, oh, really?
It's like,
okay, it's gonna be Formula
And now Seth Rollins looks like a complete bitch going into.
And you lead to the main event with Randy Orton and Seth Rollins. At that point, like, I actually kind of stopped watching because I knew what was going to happen. And guess what? It happened. Randy Orton turned on Seth Rollins, pulling the double bird, which WWE had to quickly change camera and then put it back to him to cover up his fingers.
That was great.
That was actually
Randy Orton gives no fucks.
And then it's 10 minutes of Randy Orton completely demolishing Seth Rollins to a point where it's like, okay, Seth Rollins, you are just an idiot for actually believing that Randy Orton was actually on your side. Hell, Noble and Mercury knew better than you did. Kane and Big Show knew better than you did, but Kane and Big Show actually matter compared to Noble and Mercury. But you have the Pat Patterson and Briscoe of the Authority
are smarter than you.
The future of WWE, the current Money in the Bank hold. Is it because he's holding the briefcase that he's an idiot? Is that the whole WWE booking logic when?
Well, for 11 years.
Well, yeah.
The Money in the Bank holder, you have to make him look like a complete idiot before giving him the title?
For 11 years, that has been the precedent.
Oh, God, WWE, you are so ridiculous on this.
I could have sworn we had an episode of Scholars in Time about this, too.
Money in the Bank holders. Normally an idiot.
I actually think we did have a Scholars in Time episode with this.
I think the only one who wasn't a complete moron was Edge, and that was only because it was the first one.
Yeah.
And Rob Van Dam.
And that's because he got rid of it a month in.
He actually used it for a real match.
And I would guess CM Punk, but for the first time, it was when he got the belt that he was kind of being treated like crap. When it came to Money in the Bank,
so it counts.
It's pretty much. I think it really stemmed from when they actually separated the Money in the Bank with Raw and SmackDown, because they wanted to focus more on the Raw one because that was for the actual WWE Championship.
Mm-hmm.
When they gave it to Cena.
Oh.
And he looked so happy when he actually got it.
Which made people believe it. That wasn't supposed to happen.
Hey, at least he made a goofy face, and that's the only thing I remember about that.
Yeah, memes are still going around.
All right,
and it's still funny. Hey,
but this is the major case of heels looking completely stupid on this Raw. This is the major one. Okay.
Yeah, this is the big cheese. This is the big topping on the cake for me when it comes to this whole Raw. You're booking your future's champion, your future star. You're pretty much, in a way, your future Randy Orton. I could see Seth Rollins being the next like Randy Orton, and you're booking him to be looking like a complete gullible idiot. But that's all that really can be said. Hopefully, from now on, it'll actually be booked right and make Seth Rollins actually get upper hands and all that. The proper build for WrestleMania. But just from this start, I'm pulling a Randy Orton, giving the double bird.
Speaking of poor booking decisions, this leads us up to our next couple matches. Daniel Bryan going over Wade Barrett and Dean Ambrose going over Stardust, presumably leading to their entry into the Intercontinental title ladder match.
Yep, they are.
They are confirmed.
All the brackets are filled. Stardust and Daniel Bryan are in the Intercontinental Championship ladder match, and I'm actually very happy with those two being inserted into the match, because I'm just gonna go out and put my prediction now, just because. It's kind of obvious. It's a toss-up between Dean Ambrose and Daniel Bryan.
I honestly don't think so. Because the way that they are booking Bad News Barrett to be a complete and utter buffoon, logical WWE booking states that if a champion is losing all the way into WrestleMania, the champion retains. So I'm like, That's
I would agree.
In my eyes, I can't see Daniel Bryan winning because as much as I am in Daniel Bryan burnout mode at this moment, he is above the Intercontinental title.
Agreed.
And I believe that he gets taken out. I believe that there's a run-in, and he gets taken out of the equation.
I don't think so.
Not at WrestleMania.
I don't think,
but I don't. I do not believe that Daniel Bryan walks out. If it's anything, it's between Barrett and Ambrose, which is the way it should have been in the first place. In my eyes,
I've got a slightly different opinion. The last two, again, I don't. The last two is going to definitely be either Dean Ambrose and Daniel Bryan, or one other scenario, Dean Ambrose tries to scale the ladder, goes for it, someone quickly runs up the ladder, tries to grab it, ends up knocking off Ambrose, wins. Your new WWE Intercontinental Champion, R-Truth.
R-Truth! And this is when his head explodes. This is when Scarlet Tarek's head explodes.
And this is when Tarek is going to stare knives through my soul. I am kidding, fool. My pick is Dean Ambrose. I think he needs a win here.
I need a minute. Just from what both of you said, actually kind of infuriates me.
This is El Dandy scale right here.
This is
leading up to an amazing.
There it is.
Oh, you just had to do it, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
With you, first off, I'm going to go with you. Yes,
because I didn't legitimately try to piss him off.
Neither did I. I just wanted to goof around.
With you, yes, is Daniel Bryan better ranked higher for the Intercontinental Championship? Yes, but the whole purpose with them trying to rebuild the prestige is so you could actually take the title seriously. With what Daniel Bryan said on SmackDown, he remembers a time when the Intercontinental Championship actually meant more than the World Heavyweight Championship. And I 100% agree on that. And I feel like if with him winning the title, he can actually help put actual 5-star Intercontinental Championship matches. He can have a match with Wade Barrett. He can have a match with Dolph Ziggler, which Ziggler's been wanting for a long time. He's been wanting a match with Daniel Bryan. You can have a match with returning heel Sheamus, which I kind of really want to happen really badly. And it can help elevate the stature of what the Intercontinental title needs to be, which is the stepping stone for main eventers. As much as I love Dean Ambrose, I don't see him being that guy. I don't see Wade Barrett being that guy now, especially with losing to people like R-Truth. R-Truth is the weakest link in this match. I love Stardust. He helps put meaning to the Intercontinental Champion because he's a 5-star match kind of guy. Everyone in that match.
I just need you to understand where I'm coming from at this point in time. Okay, I'm just going by WWE's logic booking. Okay, we're gonna have the champion look like a complete moron going into a pay-per-view. Okay, and we're gonna have him overcome. He's gonna lose every match he's in for 2 months going into this pay-per-view, into the biggest pay-per-view of the year, and he's gonna come out on top. Do I agree? Do I want it to happen? No. Do I want Daniel Bryan to win the Intercontinental title? Not necessarily, because I believe that, yes, he's above it. But then we've got John Cena going for the United States title, so fuck me, right? And then that's it.
And you have people like Jericho and Sheamus and other former world champions going for the lower card titles too. So.
But I believe, my thing is, Daniel Bryan may have said that on this week. Okay, but Dean Ambrose has been saying it for 2 months. And this feud stemmed from Wade Barrett. I almost said Wade Bryan. That could have been bad. That's it.
Fusion.
This stemmed from Wade Barrett versus Dean Ambrose. So for me, it's between those two. Everyone else, including Daniel Bryan, sad to say, is filler.
Why
for me.
Why are you looking at me?
Because I'm saying your favorite dude is filler.
I never say he was my favorite dude. Not anymore.
Well, yeah.
And certainly not in this match. In all seriousness, I just want to put this out there. My serious prediction is not R-Truth. Far from it.
That was just to get
that's why I didn't. That's why I didn't go off on you first, because I know you were joking and just.
Yeah. In all seriousness, I'm going to have to, just very briefly, I'm going to go with Dean Ambrose to win this thing for reasons, like you said. It all started with him. Plus, as good as I think a job that Daniel Bryan could do, as far as elevating the title, not only could Dean Ambrose not only elevate that title, but it would also benefit him, make him look stronger, and while also lending credibility to the entire Intercontinental title division. Just by him being him, him being a workhorse, give him something to do.
The one real difference is, I would rather have Dean Ambrose win the title in a singles one-on-one match to facing someone like Daniel Bryan, who it would actually mean a lot more than winning on a typical ladder match. 'Cause, yes, it may have started with him doing the promo first, but the whole thing was just generating, he just wanted to have his picture on a wall with other Intercontinental champions. This one, he wants to, with Daniel Bryan, it's him wanting to make the Intercontinental Championship the match that everyone wants to see.
And you know what? I predict that he will do that, because the last two that's going to come down to for a struggle for the title are going to come down to Daniel Bryan and Dean Ambrose. The last clash, those two are going to be the workhorses of the entire match, like them and Dolph Ziggler and all those other guys. The last sequence, I predict, is going to come down to Daniel Bryan and Dean Ambrose in some amazing match-ending spot.
And who says they're not going to have a couple-month feud after that?
Yeah,
I just feel like if they go with the typical WWE way with Wade Barrett,
I'm gonna be pissed.
Oh, I'm gonna be pissed too, because that just takes what everyone's been saying with them, like Dean Ambrose and Daniel Bryan saying, with trying to gain credibility back to the Intercontinental Championship. That would take it completely out the window because of how terribly. It's now going back to the heel discussion with Raw. Making look like he's a complete and utter moron. I mean, seriously. Instead of taking just the sack, assuming that's the Intercontinental Championship, actually look inside the sack first. I'm celebrating with the sack. Yay, I got my Intercontinental Championship back. Wait, this is a toy? No. Shame on you, WWE, for booking Wade Barrett like that. I like Wade Barrett. I like the whole bad news gimmick. This is just it's making him look like a complete idiot. And then R-Truth sneaking away. I hate R-Truth in this match.
Everybody else clowning on Wade Barrett is all right. It's subtle. It's not over the top. Then you got R-Truth going bunny sneaking into, and it's it's funny. But funny should not be involved in an Intercontinental title feud.
Exactly.
Before this is all over, maybe it's in the match or not, I fully expect Wade Barrett when the ring is filled with every other single person in this match, I really do suspect that we're going to have a spot where Wade Barrett just lays out every single other person with the bullhammer all at once.
I can see that.
Bam, bullhammer, bam, bullhammer, bam, bullhammer, and then he's just on top of a pile of bodies.
Yeah, and then he climbs up the top rope, and R-Truth clowns him, and then it's over, and then we're back to the.
And then R-Truth just gets the bullhammer.
Yeah. To end this discussion, I'm looking to booking at WWE, all the creative, book this match right. Actually, make the Intercontinental Championship mean something in this match. Don't give it to garbage like R-Truth. Make Wade Barrett actually look like a fighting champion. Have him actually end before going into Mania, winning, actually getting back the title, taking everyone else out and celebrating with it. Actually gain credibility on him too.
There are only 3 people who can win, and this makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and we've stated their names already.
Right on.
Barrett, Ambrose, or Bryan must win.
Agreed.
The other 3 are complete filler.
You missed out Ziggler.
Oh, okay. The other four are basically filler to get them on the card.
No, I would actually add Ziggler to Bryan, Barrett, and Ambrose because they're really pushing him to be a main event star too.
Very true.
Stardust, Luke Harper, and R-Truth are filler. As much as I love Stardust and Luke Harper and want to give a big middle finger to R-Truth because he's out of this conversation for me.
This is just to fill them out and put them on the card.
I just wish Stardust would have his match with Goldust.
They're going to do their spots and they're going to get knocked out of the ring and all that noise.
Typically.
Do the right thing, WWE. Make the Intercontinental Championship mean something. I'm sick of everyone talking down the Intercontinental Championship. Do the right thing, damn you. Oh, okay. Now I need some Coca-Cola.
As far as doing the right thing, Raw did one good thing after this. They gave us a Paul Heyman talking segment, complete with Brock Lesnar action figure.
If it wasn't... If this match wasn't completely one-sided before... Okay, that's it. If this matchup wasn't completely one-sided before, it certainly is now. Okay, if anyone thought as we've said since the Royal Rumble, you can't convince us that Roman Reigns or Daniel Bryan can beat Brock Lesnar. Okay? This just put it over the top. Okay? Paul Heyman's promo just saying, like, he could go to UFC, win the heavyweight title, come back to WWE, and unify them. You're really gonna convince me that Roman Reigns can put that in jeopardy?
They want us to believe.
Yeah, well, guess what? Believing is done.
We believe, Dad. We've never believed.
We've never believed, and if they wanted us to, they just killed it in one promo.
Believe that.
There's okay. If he doesn't renew his contract, obviously Roman Reigns is gonna win.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
in my mind, it's gotta be any way that Roman Reigns wins is gotta be bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because they've booked Brock Lesnar too strong. There's booking him strong, and there's such a thing as going over the top with it. And with that promo, and with that triple threat match performance, okay, it's over the top. You can't convince me that Brock Lesnar can't walk out of the company with the WWE World Heavyweight title, leave for a year, come back, and still beat the shit out of everybody.
Okay, the only way that I could actually see Roman Reigns actually defeating Brock Lesnar, and this is the biggest stretch, is if Paul Heyman joins up with Roman Reigns and costing Brock Lesnar the match. But I say that's the biggest stretch because why the hell would Paul Heyman turn his back on Brock Lesnar now?
His $1 million cash cow. You're going to turn your back on that.
Exactly.
Because what if he actually does end up going to UFC and they use that? Like, my client Brock Lesnar is going to the UFC and he's not taking me along. So, boo-hoo.
But really, from this promo, it kind of cancels that out because he's saying he's going to go to UFC. There's no way.
It's just an idea.
But Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman are like, they're connected by the hips. They have to be together.
And there's nothing that's going to surpass this. Mark it down for our award show at the end of the year. This is promo of the year for me. It's Paul Heyman not giving two shits about what he says on the mic. I'm surprised they didn't cut his mic off.
They did a couple times. They did cut him off a couple times, and they kept putting it back on. I'm just like, okay, I don't know if this is a work if the mics are supposed to be cut off. But if it is, bravo for whoever made that call, because that actually adds fuel to the flame of Paul Heyman's awesomeness of this promo.
Yeah, I still have no idea what to make of those mic cutoffs. If it was actual technical error or something else, I don't know. Either way, I was just glad by the amazing promo we just got out of Heyman that night.
But if there was any doubt in anyone, if there was a thought in anyone's head that Roman Reigns could beat Brock Lesnar, okay, it's gone now. It's gone. It's completely gone.
And hell, even the fact that the only interaction with Roman Reigns they had is through is Paul Heyman wanting to show us a promo of Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns was actually being used for Randy Orton and Seth Rollins.
And Roman Reigns' response to this promo, head nod. That's it.
Nod and look menacing.
Okay then. That's it.
Spear Mark Henry through the barricade on SmackDown. That's because that convinced us that he is a legit threat.
Here's a thought:
Brock Lesnar.
Spear Brock Lesnar through the barricade.
I know, right?
Then maybe we'll give you a shot.
Oh please! They're saving that for the go home show.
You lost me already. Brock Lesnar,
They lost me long before that.
There's no way you can make Roman Reigns look good beating Brock Lesnar. The only way, if Brock Lesnar's contract isn't being renewed, then my God, Seth Rollins cashing in is the only legit option that they have.
Mm-hmm. And you could see the people walking out. In Raw. You could see the people walking out when Roman Reigns started fighting Seth Rollins. What does that say?
WWE, if they're smart enough, they should be in panic mode right now.
See, I like Roman Reigns. Okay, the WWE is killing him. Right now.
Pretty much, yeah.
The WWE is killing him. Logical booking. Okay?
Fail.
You don't spear Mark Henry through the barricade. You spear Brock Lesnar through the barricade. Okay? Then I'd be like, alright. Inkling of doubt. Inkling of doubt that that Brock Lesnar will beat his ass. Okay? Inkling. Not like, oh, Roman Reigns has got this in the bag. But, hey, small chance it could happen. No, you spear Mark Henry.
This booking is just stupid.
Welcome to modern WWE.
Mark Henry, who's been annihilated by Brock Lesnar multiple times.
Who, granted, it was due to injury, but still, it's the booking. Getting one knockout punch and being eliminated in the Survivor Series match. Yeah.
Alrighty then.
I think the Hall of Pain has been closed for a while.
Mm. So it's like, what... Why should I care? Yeah, he can spear a 400-pound man through a barricade. Did he spear Brock Lesnar? Brock Lesnar could beat the shit out of that 400-pound man.
He did it with great ease. So.
Exactly. So it's like, what are you trying to prove here?
All right.
It's sad.
Moving on. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Yeah. So let's bring it full circle to the one thing that I think we all universally loved. The one good thing. Yeah. The last thing I saw out of this Raw, literally before I turned it off, the Undertaker and Bray Wyatt segment, or the Bray Wyatt segment featuring elements of the Undertaker.
First, Bray Wyatt cuts a promo that was on par with the Heyman promo.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Slightly underneath, because you couldn't tell whether it was a work shoot or not.
I was gonna say that's some lofty praise for Bray Wyatt, even though I like him.
I'm like, just underneath. Okay, I'm not gonna go on the same level because Paul Heyman just threw it all out there and whatever. Right. Bray Wyatt pretty much stuck to his character, and Paul Heyman went off the fucking rails on that. But great promo. Then the Undertaker plays his mind games, and image of the year: the rocking chair on fire with Bray Wyatt on his knees laughing his ass off in the background. I'm like, that was supposed to scare Bray Wyatt? And you got the jump scare. You did. But then he was like, I got what I want.
It was the expression was more ecstatic.
Ecstatic glee.
Yeah.
That was...
And just amazement, like, wow, this is The Undertaker. I love it.
Everything, literally everything. First, him having the urn, building up to the promo in the ring, all the backstage stuff with him saying, "Come on out, dead man." He comes out with the urn. He opens it, it's like, there's nothing in here. Maybe he is just a ghost. Smoke comes out. He's like, "Oh, come on, dead man! Come on, dead man!" Lights go out. In comes the rocking chair, which it's even better because we knew it was destroyed. That's because, and then it's just the eerie image, the one spotlight on it. It's just like, oh man, what do you? It's like, here's the mind games. Boom! Lightning bolt on fire. The only real complaint I had was just it was just a simple generic rest in peace Undertaker thing. I kind of wish she kind of would be like, Bray Wyatt, you got your wish. And it will turn against you. You will rest in peace.
There's still time.
Yeah, there is still time. It just felt like, all right, let's just throw this sound bit in.
Now, I'm gonna say this because there's been rumors on the interwebs that on Lesnar's last contracted show, whether he resigns or not, his last contracted show on this particular contract, there's going to be apparently a confrontation between Taker and Lesnar. Okay? Ooh. If there is this confrontation, okay, Taker can't lose at WrestleMania. However, okay, Bray Wyatt, the stench of John Cena is gone. In my eyes. The stench of John Cena, the stench of the burial is gone. Bray Wyatt is back. He has made this match what it is. Okay? He has led this feud. Okay? No matter what, he's going to be in the title picture this year. Okay? He's facing The Undertaker at WrestleMania a year and a half after debuting. And he's leading the feud. Okay? If he loses to The Undertaker, in my eyes, no big deal. Nothing lost. If it's a great match, no big deal, nothing lost. You get the Undertaker-Lesnar confrontation, and Bray Wyatt moves on to bigger things. It's one of those. It's a win-win situation for me. Okay, the Undertaker wins. It's nostalgic. You get the big confrontation the night after. The Undertaker can finally get his back on Lesnar. Okay, Bray Wyatt wins. He's fucking made for life.
And I think that's ultimately what needs to be done here. I think the consensus is Bray Wyatt, for a while there, has been really, really poorly used. He lost to John Cena at last year's WrestleMania when he really needed the win. I think even though I think Bray Wyatt could survive losing to The Undertaker, I see no reason for it. And this really ultimately is a must-win for Bray Wyatt.
In your eyes.
Yes, in my eyes.
In my opinion, do I want him to win?
As strong as he really should, and as they're bringing him up to be.
Do I want Bray Wyatt to win? Obviously. Okay, Bray Wyatt's my dude. Bray Wyatt's my guy. He's my number one guy in the company.
Bray Wyatt is love. Bray Wyatt is life.
Yes. Bray Wyatt's number one. Dean Ambrose is number two. Okay, so yes, I would like Bray Wyatt to win, but I mean, like, it's The Undertaker.
In a post-streak world, I add.
In a post-streak world, but it's The Undertaker at WrestleMania. You're facing him. You have the duty. Yes, I said that.
Duty.
You have the duty to... The Undertaker's not around. Okay, he's not on TV. They placed this feud all on you. All on your shoulders. And this is the match that most people are looking forward to on this show because of you. You're already made. You're set. So it's like losing to The Undertaker at WrestleMania. Okay, this is the best booked lead up to an Undertaker match since Shawn Michaels Volume 2.
That I will agree with you on.
Granted, the CM Punk build wasn't bad.
Oh no, not bad at all.
It wasn't bad, but
it wasn't on a grand level. I'll give you that. It wasn't on a grand level. It was a great level. It was a great build for that particular feud. But I do agree. It is on Shawn Michaels.
Yeah. It's
level.
like, as long as Bray Wyatt doesn't get squashed, if he loses for me, if he's like beating the crap out of the Undertaker, like if he's going Triple H style on the Undertaker, just beating the crap out of him, and then as long as he looks strong, okay, I don't think he loses anything from losing to the Undertaker. It's like, you've been given the responsibility a year and a half in. Okay, that for me, that is big praise from the WWE higher ups. They're like, we're gonna set you up to face the Undertaker. You've been in here a year and a half. We're gonna give you the reins, let you do what you want. Okay, this is the this is all you. You build it up, you take it, okay? But we want the Undertaker to get a win so that the build up for the Undertaker versus Sting is good. But it's like, it for me, okay, Bray Wyatt doesn't need to win. He needs to look really strong. If he does get defeated, he needs to look really strong.
Like Roman
and to
Reigns.
tell you, he needs to look stronger than freaking Roman Reigns. He
already is looking stronger than Roman Reigns. I'm sorry.
No,
Exactly.
no one is he's better than Roman Reigns, but they're not having him look stronger than Roman Reigns.
I'm just talking about being built. I mean, with Roman Reigns being built, we're just looking right through him. It's like, we don't believe it.
Yeah,
at least
he's
with
not
Bray
being
Wyatt.
built
Bray
up
Wyatt,
properly.
we believe it.
Bray Wyatt, we actually believe he could beat The Undertaker.
Okay, so again, I'm sure we're going to talk about this as we get further on.
But this segment is greatness, and it's the tale of two Raws, basically.
Yeah, this Raw was weird. Again, the presence of Roman Reigns
like,
didn't help it for me.
You have absolute crap, and then you have absolute greatness. It's like,
But
it's like I can't turn it off because I know this is coming. That's it.
Yeah.
All right. So on that happy note, final beard ratings for Raw.
2. I'm gonna give it Peach Fuzz. As much as I love the Paul Heyman and Bray Wyatt stuff, it wasn't enough to give me a good show on Raw.
Agreed.
I'll go Peach Fuzz because it's like two great segments can't erase the stench.
Exactly.
Okay,
exactly.
So there we go. There's the consensus from the scholars. But you know what? We also want to know what you think. Did you like Raw? Did you find something that maybe redeemed it a little bit more? Are we being a little bit more critical? Whatever. Feel free to drop us a line. Comment on this video. Look us up on Facebook at The Scholars of Wrestling Show. Follow us on our newly reinvigorated Twitter machine at The Scholars OW. Follow us there on Twitter. And of course, if you like this video, just give it a little like. Show us some love. We love that. And if you like what you hear and you want to hear more, hit that little subscribe button and you'll get free entertainment right to your face hole. And every time we upload something new, you'll hear about it. So, gentlemen, any parting shots before we go?
This is the road to WrestleMania. Make it feel like it. I'm bored.
Congratulations with Connor the Crusher joining the Hall of Fame, the Warrior Award.
Must happen. Must happen, and good on you, WWE. Good on you. That's the one good on you.
Gesture.
It was a very nice gesture, and it made me jealous of Connor the Crusher even more.
Yeah.
It's like, come on. It's like, come on. I would love to just basically be like, oh, I pinned Triple H.
I can't be jealous of a kid in his final days doing all that because then
I'm
it's
not
like
saying it in a bad way.
No,
I'm
not.
I love the he was a awesome kid, and may he rest in peace. But it's just like, oh man, wouldn't it be great to basically be like, oh, I get to hang out with everyone backstage and
yeah, it would be great.
Talk about a literal boyhood dream.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just from that.
I know what you meant. I know.
But I'm not jealous because there's only one way that could ever happen. And
I'm not trying...
I'm not saying that you're saying it in a bad way. I'm just saying that I'm not jealous of Connor for being able to do what he did, because there's only one way that the WWE will give you that chance to do all of that. Okay, and I don't want to be in that position. So it's like great. I love the fact that they did this. I love the Warriors' wife's comments about Connor getting that award, about Connor going up to the pearly gates, and Hellwig is there doing that and welcomes him in. Welcomes him in while doing the Warrior thing, and I'm like, that is perfect. I love the fact that they're doing this. I love it.
And you know what? I don't think we can come up with a better visual to lead off on than the Ultimate Warrior shaking the pearly gates for Connor the Crusher.
I could think of a way to ruin it, but I'm not going to.
Okay.
Yeah, let's not.
Let's end on a happy note.
Let's end on a happy note.
We are the Scholars of Wrestling. You have just been schooled.
You're welcome.
I'll tell you what after.